All right, in this video, we're gonna go over Manychat, which I think if you're trying to grow Instagram, this is the tool to know about. So before we dive into the actual demo, I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna go through what is Manychat, how I've used it, the crazy metrics and the results of success that I've had using it, a downside for using it at the end, and kind of like getting started with it. All right, so first quickly, what is Manychat? Manychat is an Instagram automation tool. So what's that mean? When you're scrolling Instagram, if you've ever seen somebody say, comment paper, and I'll send you my free guide on 10 ways you can recycle paper, that whole automation, that auto DM with the link, all that's happening powered by Manychat. Now, why would you want to use something like this? If you were trying to activate your audience and transport them from Instagram off to another platform, maybe you have other content, you have a YouTube video you want them to view, or you have a file you want them to download so you get their email so you can drop them in an email campaign. You need to get them off of Instagram some way. Doing that manually or creating a story or post asking them to click a link and go has a very low conversion rate. Manychat has an extremely high conversion rate and it automates this forever. So if you set up an automation on one video, that video might be getting circulated to your target audience for 30, 60, 90 days from when you post it. Manychat is just running in the background like a smart assistant. Now, what I want to do is I'm going to share my screen and go into the actual Manychat interface. Now, I've used Manychat twice. Both times were insane, and I'm going to show you the metrics. So the first time that I used Manychat was I had made a short form video. So I've got it here. You'll see it here. This short form video was about Stanley Cups. So it went viral. I think it did like 7 million views across Instagram, TikTok. Don't check me on that. I think it was 5.7 on Instagram, may have gotten bigger other places, but the video went crazy. And what I wanted to do is break down exactly why the video went viral. So I made a YouTube video, a 45-minute long YouTube video that will link here, breaking down every single line in the script. Why did I write that line? Why did I order it that way? Like really getting in behind the mind of like, how do you write scripts for viral videos? Then I also opened my Premiere profile and showed how I edited different things. So that was a 45-minute video. Now, if I would have just made an Instagram story saying, hey, here's the video, click the link and see it, no one would have watched it. And so I wanted to test and see if Manychat could actually work at driving people from Instagram to YouTube. And so here's what I did. I made this short form video, which was me promoting the fact that I had made this video. It wasn't the original Stanley video. That would have been much smarter. I didn't know about Manychat then. This video was a separate follow-up where I basically said, hey, last week I posted a Stanley Cup video that went viral. If you want to know all of my tips, tricks, and strategies to make it go viral, I made a YouTube video. So this short form video was about that. Now you can see at the end of the video, it's playing right here. I said, all you have to do is comment Stanley and I'll automatically send you the YouTube video. So 1,800 people commented Stanley. Like I can go through the comments here, it just goes forever. And you'll notice for every one of these comments, there's a reply. So in Manychat, I could set up, and I'll show you this, one of 3 variable replies that come, which creates this interesting loop that I'll talk about. So this is how I first tested it. All I did was at the end of a video, I said, comment Stanley, and I'll send you the YouTube. I also put it in the caption as well. Check out the link in my bio or comment Stanley and I'll DM you. You'd also have a pinned comment that says, I didn't do it for this video. Now let's go into Manychat. So this was the one that I used for the Stanley video. This Manychat automation was sent 1,858 times to 1,300 unique people. So what happens? I set up this automation. It's super simple to set up and I'll show you exactly how. I'm gonna click into it. When a user comments on my post or reel, when they comment Stanley, I send them an automatic DM with the message, hey, first name, here's a link to the Stanley Cup video build along. Let me know what you think. And then I link it here. Okay, it's that simple. Now, let's look at the metrics. 1,858 DMs sent. 70% of them were delivered, meaning they were sent directly to their inbox. I'm not sure actually what happened to the other 500. I'm guessing these were like repeat messages. 97% of those were opened. 97%. That's crazy. And then of the ones that were opened, 62% clicked. So this drove effectively hundreds of people from my Instagram reel to my YouTube video, which is crazy. Now you can imagine at scale, if you were doing this with even bigger numbers, with even bigger followers, how big of an impact that would drive. Now that's not the only impact, because what I wanted is I wanted to create a natural algorithm loop on Instagram. So I wanted Instagram to promote that short as much as possible, right? I wanted as many eyes, this 1,858 number, I wanted that number to go as high as possible. So that's the second benefit of Manychat. Comments drive algorithm shares. So the more comments you have, the more the algorithm recognizes that this is something people are interested in and it will share it to other people. So having 1,800 comments is super helpful. This video, I believe this video had 120,000 views. We'll check, 127,000 views. So you can see 5,200 likes, 4,200 comments. Half of those were my replies, obviously, but that's incredible for a video where I'm effectively promoting them to go off platform to another channel, which is my YouTube video. So that's crazy. So that was the first time I used it. And the second time I used it, I wanted to test something. So I used the first me making a video on another platform as like the portability challenge. The second time I used it, I wanted to test, could I take a brand, I wasn't getting paid for this, I wish I did, I just wanted to test it for free. Could I take a brand that I believe in, make a reel about the brand, add a call to action at the end, and get people to actually take that action? So this was the second one that I did. I'll go to the video. This brand is called Manychat, and Manychat is effectively an AI travel planner. So in the video, I talk about Manychat, super cool. Here's how it works. Now, the coolest thing about it is that if you're a traveler and you're also a creator, you can go on the Manychat portal, apply to be a creator. And if they give you that designation, you can create trip itineraries. And when other people book from your trip itinerary, you'll get paid. So it's this really, really interesting kind of like travel creator product. So I thought that was inherently very viral on its own, but I wanted to test, could I get people to take the action to click off this video or to comment from this video, get the DM from me, and click and sign up for their creator program? Again, I wasn't paid by them. I wish I was, but that was what I was testing. So let's go back to Manychat. So here, basically you had 2,200 comments, 1,100 DMs that were sent, and you had 43%. Yeah, so this click rate and this link should be the same. 43% click through on the DM, which is crazy. So you had 486 people off my short click through and apply to be a creator. Now, what's the LTV of a creator? I have no idea, but they didn't pay me anything for this. And they were telling me this performed way better than they thought. So almost 500 people clicked off and filled out their application off of a single reel. Now, again, if you look at that reel, 137,000 views. So what happens is there's two benefits of Manychat. It allows you to activate and flow through people from Instagram to another channel, but also the byproduct, the sawdust of Manychat, is that it creates this viral loop on the content itself. A lot of people comment, algorithm sees that, algorithm pushes it, more people see it, more people comment, algorithm sees it, pushes it, boom, viral loop. That's exactly what you want. When you make a normal video, you want to drive comments. Usually you'll get anywhere from 0.1 to 0.5% of comments of the viewers. On Manychat, it's completely different. You drive so many more comments because that's how people activate. So I want to go back to Manychat. Let's talk about how you actually build this. The one I used here was the same flow. This is the one that I like. I've tried this twice now. When a user comments on a reel, you send them a DM, that DM has a link, they click the link. Very easy. But you can actually go into automations and build from a variety of their templates. So they've got convert your Instagram comments into sales, which is kind of what I used. You can do this on Instagram stories as well. So you can make a story and say, hey, comment travel, and we'll send you the link directly on a story. You can also do this on your bio. So you can have just like a static call to action on the bio, comment newsletter, and I'll send you my free newsletter. And that's just up forever. So you've got hundreds of people hitting your profile all the time. They're going to comment newsletter. You're going to just trickle in. I actually don't have that activated, but I probably should. You can also build email lists through this. There's a ton of these templates that they've built out, send people to WhatsApp, launch actual products. So this is a very, very, very smart automation builder for Instagram. So if you take Instagram seriously and you want to create velocity of movement and people coming onto your Instagram profile, going off to other own channels, activating on products, you want to do a lot of launches, you sell courses, you sell PDF access, this is one of the best tools that you can use to create that both artificial algorithm boost, like I mentioned, but also actually activate these people and get them off the platform. Now, before we end this video, let me talk quickly about what are some of the drawbacks of using something like Manychat. There's really one obvious drawback in my mind. Well, really there's two. The first one is the big one, which is if every video you've got this call out being like, comment swim, comment paper, comment Stanley. If you do that every single video, you're gonna come off salesy. You're gonna come off a little schemy. Even though your offer may not be schemy or snake oil, it might be legit. You might be just trying to give people free information. The act of delivering value via video and then the ask being like, I want you to comment X to get X, it just feels a little sleazy. So what that means is you don't want to turn this off completely, but you don't want to use it for every single video. So I pick and choose my spots. That's why I've only used it twice, because I wanted to prove, can it convert to YouTube from Instagram? Yes. Can it convert Instagram to any random product brand activation? Yes. So now I've got these use case examples. So I'm waiting for the right opportunity. I'm about to launch something tomorrow where I'm going to use this again. If you use it sparingly, it's super powerful. I don't think you should try to use it every single time though, because it may make you come off like you're salesy and you're asking for a lot of things. So that's the biggest drawback. The other drawback is that the pricing scales with respect to the amount of contacts you have. Contacts are just like who's taken an action. Once someone takes an action and clicks the auto DM, they're added here in the contact database. So you can see, for me, I've had 2 of these active and I already have a total of 3,300 contacts. So I wanna go to the pricing really quick. I've got a link below. If you're interested in using this, I have an affiliate link, but I'm not paid by them at all. I didn't talk to their team at all. If you're interested in using this, I really recommend you click my link. It'll help me out a lot. The price will be the exact same to you. So they actually have a free plan. And so in like 5 minutes, you can connect your Instagram, be operational with this. And the free plan is up to 1,000 contacts. Now, what happened is my first one, that Stanley Cup video, had 2,000 actions. And I didn't realize, I had no idea that I was gonna even come close to this. So I didn't have the paid plan, which was a problem, right? I think when I reviewed those metrics, the reason there was potentially a gap is because there was a period of time, like a 12-hour period, where I had capped out of my free activation. So I had people commenting and the DM was not being sent, which sucks. So I left something on the table there. So if you're gonna use this seriously and you have a following of 50,000 to a few 100,000 followers on Instagram, you probably should just go straight to the paid. It's $15 a month, which is basically nothing. And that'll allow you to have uncapped spend for those trials where you're not gonna cap out at 1,000 contacts. So that's kind of the other drawback, as I was saying, is you'll see this scales with number of contacts. So I think you get a set amount of contacts per month. And if you use this a lot, it may scale beyond $15. But to wrap the video up, if you're a content creator and you're serious about growing Instagram, this is a fantastic way to activate. One last thing I'll mention that I forgot to mention earlier. The goal of being a creator is you're trying to scale one-on-one interaction. That's the holy grail. So like Gary Vee is really good at this. He'll DM so many people. It really feels like you're talking. I mean, he is manually DMing. It feels like you're talking to him. It feels like you build a relationship. What Manychat does in a weird way that's super helpful is when it DMs, obviously it DMs from your account, it feels like you are DMing a follower and they don't know that it's an automation. It really feels like you went out of your way to DM them. It creates a much deeper relationship. So I've noticed that by using Manychat, even these 2 times, those followers feel tighter and closer to me because of that action. So that's a third, I guess, benefit of using it, is it gets you in the DM one-on-one conversations with people without having to manually do it, which I think is really smart. So that's all in this video. This is a little bit different style for me. It was super in-depth, educational, not a lot of whiz-bang crazy animations, just shared the screen, went straight for value. If you like this style, if this was helpful, let me know in the comments. It was super niche. Unless you're a creator and love Instagram, then hopefully it was super valuable. And the last thing I'll say is I have a free community for people making content. So if you're a creator, entrepreneur, or a brand marketer and you're trying to make better content, I made a community where I dumped all of my best learning, how to pick topics, how to make formats, how to edit, content breakdowns, what tools to use. I've got all that bucketed in that community for free for anyone that wants to use it. So if that's you, check it out, wavy.so, or you can click the link in the description and you'll get to the free community. All right, that's all for this video. We will see you guys on the next one. Peace.